Alright, welcome back to my video. So today I'm going to do a quick analysis on what is currently happening with Bitcoin. So before I start, I want to show you where we are currently at on Bitcoin. So this is a big time frame, 1 day, day time frame. So this was in 2017, the biggest bull run before this year. So that was the first impulse upward, right? This was the correction for the first impulse, and now we had a third impulse. So in third impulse, we had another impulse, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 was a ending diagonal. After ending diagonal, we had correction now. It seems like it is a ABC right now. And this is a good tip that you should know, how to stop hunt a price. So if you saw this price, you would have been able to catch at the bottom. This was also I believe, 2 to 2.0. So in future M, the price dropped to 29k. So you were able to catch it at the bottom, and the price would be up more than 10 to 15% now. But in spot, I guess the price didn't reach that price. So if you went to, for example, Ethereum, same thing here. So you would have done stop hunting at this candlestick. So you would have caught at the bottom, real bottom, right? Almost $200. And right now it is dropping, but still you would have made at least 10% in just 1 day. So 1 day, if you caught here, then this would have been almost, how much is that? 20, yeah, that's almost a 50%, right? And if you did a leverage, that would have been, I don't know, maybe 500% in just 1 day. If you go to XRP, same thing. XRP, so you would have done stop hunting right here at this price. So it gave you that price already before the dump, and again it gave the price. Right now it's dropping a little bit more, but this is again a good price. Next one would be right here. You can see it yourself now, right? So let's go to for example, any other coin. um, what's a good coin that I should take a look at? I did Ethereum, I did Ripple, I mean XRP, and Bitcoin. Let's go to Ethereum Classic, maybe ETC USDT. Let's see if they did a stop hunt with the price. So next one, for example, if it dropped, it will be right here. So you can see it now, right? So if it drops, this will be a stop hunt for the whales. This is where they put a lot of long position here, right here. So for the next correction period, you are able to catch the bottom price by using this technique. Okay, so let's go back to Bitcoin. So this was a day time frame. Now let's go to a smaller time frame and see what has happened. So this was the start of downtrend, and this is where I started my YouTube, and all these corrections I was correct up until I think to here, and then here I did not expect it to drop right away. I expected it to drop at right here, this price, and then it's supposed to bump, which it did 2 times already actually. It did get supported 2 times, but it was broken when I was sleeping, right? So I did actually start buying my altcoins in this area, which I also recommended all of you to do when all other Twitter influencers were saying this was the dip zone. No, I said this is the dip zone. This was the start of the dip zone, and this is probably the bottom. I did not expect this. This was very hard to expect for any traders out there. But I did mention in my Discord that if you take Fibonacci extension for the A, this is 0, this is A, this is B, right? You are able to see that it dropped in future M, that it dropped down to this price actually. So it did reach this price. This happens every single time. For example, if you go to here, let's go to right here. So if you take Fibonacci from A, B, C, right? So from A, B, C, right here, you are able to see that it dropped, right, down to this area again. In spot, it didn't again, but in future, it touched this price and went up. Okay, so I can show you this all day. All the ABCs have same characteristics. So if you know what is happening, then you can make so much money out of it. Okay, now let's go back to analysis. Okay, so that was A, right? A, B, C, A. That was A, B, C, B. And now this is an impulse to me, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is one big one. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is actually third impulse. This is 2, this is 1, 2. Third impulse, right? Okay, so this is 4, and now we had fifth impulse downward. So what I am wondering is it over or not? Okay, so since it was an irregular pattern where the fifth impulse looked like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm not sure if this is actually a third impulse or the fifth extended impulse. There's no way of knowing. So right now, it seems like we had a correction, ABC, ABC, and again, we're going up as ABC, right? Um, so let's go into smaller detail. So this was a ABC, ABC. So what happens again? Let's see if it happened again. So bottom of A, top of A, and C. Again, boom. See? Happens every single time. Every single time. Okay, so that was ABC, ABC, ABC. So I am thinking it might actually go and make a triangle. This is my current thought. Okay? Just like this. And if this line is broken, if this top of A is broken, then I will assume that this was actually, instead of A, it was a first impulse upward with a ending, not ending, leading diagonal. Okay, and this was a correction for the first impulse, so it would have been 2, and this would have been now 3, 1, right? So, so 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? And then if it breaks, this is the third impulse. If it doesn't break and if it gets resisted in this area, then it would have been a C, ABC correction. Okay, so until then, we do not know. But the reason I always give you different opinions for either going up or down is because the more opinions you have in your mind, you are able to react to it really fast and trade according to the opinions that you have in your mind. So if it breaks, then you know right away that this was first, second, and third impulse, the first one, and second, and 3, right? You know right away, instead of you saying, oh, why is it going up? Should I take long? Should I take short? Is it going down? How far is it gonna go up? See, you, instead of questioning yourself and trying to analyze at this point, you know already what's gonna happen. So you can go in position and buy altcoin, whatever, right away. And same thing, if it goes sideways, you know what's gonna happen afterwards. Or if it falls, which I explain everything in my Discord. So um, this is it currently for Bitcoin. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna go up or down, but of course eventually it's gonna go up, right? It's gonna reach 70, 80K eventually. So that is why I kept telling you guys that this is indeed a good dip zone. Now this is the dip zone, okay? Instead of other people saying that was the dip zone. I didn't say that, never. I said the first time I started saying that it was a dip zone was at 41K, okay? 41K was my first time that I ever said it was a dip zone. So this is actually dip zone, but now that we know the bottom price is here, we know that if the Bitcoin price comes down to this area, then you can also buy other altcoins. Okay, so that is my thought currently. And if it drops, okay, If it drops, it's gonna look like this. A triangle, and then drop down to how much? Around 26 to 25 is the maximum. I don't see it going below that. Really, it's really hard to see it going below that because the top price of the first impulse was a 20k, right? So if it drops more, that means the third impulse correction was below, okay, below almost zero point 0.7, which is really hard to see. It's possible. It's possible that it will come down to here and then go up without touching this red line. Then it will still be considered a impulse and not break any rule, okay? So it is still possible. But have I ever seen a drop this much without correction? No, I haven't. As you can see here, or here, or even here, you are able to see that there was a corrections before dropping, like step-wise, right? But here it was just one line, almost one line. That is why now I think it is almost time that it's gonna get supported after maybe a little bit more drop or sideways move for the whales to accumulate their Bitcoin holdings. Um, okay, I think that's good. And for those of you interested in my indicator, I will be making a quick video of it real soon, probably after this video. Um, and for now, around 40 people in Korean group has bought it, and majority of them has already made profits out of it. So I personally think this is really good indicator and very strong. This is the first indicator that I actually use while trading. Um, and about 3 or 4 people in English group also has bought it. So if you're one of them, and if you think it was good, then please share. Um, okay, so for example, this is even 3 minute time frame. Okay, so it's not very strong, but I'll show you right away. So this red dot, see where it showed right here. So say if you went in position here, this is how much you were able to make. Okay, if you kept it, then this was how much you were able to make. But for this one signal, it's not very strong. So I recommend you to go in for short term. Okay, this is a very short term trade. Same thing here. Same thing here. See, this was a signal for long, so you were able to go in at this price, right? And again, you see this yellow dot. So you are able to go in this price again, and you see a signal here. So this is how much? So this alone is around 1.5%, meaning if you went in only 5 times leverage, that is 10% already. Right? No, not 10%, 5, 7%, around 6, 7%, which is good enough for one trade for myself. Um, okay, so I think that's good. I'll do a video of my indicator right away. So if you have any questions about current situation with Bitcoin, please let me know. But all I can tell you is that we are almost near the end of correction. Okay, and whether we're going sideways or going up, all the altcoins are likely to steadily at least go up. So it is a good dip zone for you to invest in altcoin for now. Okay, so I think that's good. So I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time.